Cura has it, Bambu Studio has it, and so does Prusa Slicer. It is the absolute most underutilized and useless feature in any slicer, in my opinion. So what is it? It is called fuzzy skin. I think everybody is aware that it's there, but nobody actually uses it. So why is it actually there? I have no idea. I don't know if anybody really knows. But what I can tell you is how to take this feature and use it for something functional in all of these three slicers. And then we're going to take it to the next step and adapt our 3D model so that we can make something amazing using this feature as well. So stick around. Most 3D printing slicers have this feature called fuzzy skin. It's normally found under the experimental section, but I've only used it once in all of the time that I've been modeling and 3D printing as well. So the way this is normally used is to bring your model into Bambu Studio, Prusa Slicer, or Cura, and then just to activate fuzzy skin. And there are some settings that you can adjust in there as well to get the look that you're going for, and then slice the model, and then you'll end up with something that looks like this. The problem is that this model is completely covered in this fuzzy skin, and oftentimes that's not what you're going for. There might only be a small portion of the model that you want to have this on. So I have whipped up this sample model. This could be a handle or a small vase or something like that. The best place to use this, I think, is for grip. Take something slippery and make it grippy, and this fuzzy skin feature actually does a great job at doing that. First and simplest way to add it in your slicer of choice is to take the section that you want to have that fuzzy skin on it and turn it on only for that section. So each slicer is a little bit different in the way that you do this. If you're in Cura, you use these blocks on your models called support blockers, but they're not just support blockers, they're anything that you want them to be.
Click, click, click. Adjust.
And in this case, we'll add them where we want, and then come over to the option for modify for overlaps, turn on cutting mesh, and we can take that simple block and then add whichever settings we're looking for. And it gives something that looks like this. It's not really that hard, but it is a little bit time consuming to get exactly what you want. Prusa Slicer is a little different, but there are some really cool options in this version. We can slice the model just by drawing on it, and that middle section can then be selected. And then again, we activate fuzzy skin, and we adjust the settings to something we'd like to end up with, and we get something that looks like this. It isn't hard, there's just not as much flexibility, but it does give you a really cool look, and it's much easier to use. In Bambu Studio, there are a couple of options. Like Prusa Slicer, there's an option to slice your model and then change pieces of the model. There's also another option that I've never seen used before, and that is to use the add text feature. This could be used with text like this, but if you want grip, you can also use the line, break, underscore, period, and then arrange them how you want on your model. And make sure that it has some depth into the model. The cool thing about this is that you can get quite a few of them really quickly. And the text thing is pretty cool too, because you can name your model, give it grip, and also have it stand out from the rest of your model all at the same time. Before I get to the last and probably best option for this video, I want to take a moment to thank my patrons for all of the support. And if you want to help support this channel and make more content like this, you can click on the link in the description below. Also, if you want to help support this channel in a different way, you can subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when a new video is released. For the last and best option, we need to look at the design of the model. There's complete flexibility with this option, any shape, anywhere. And one other advantage, and that is we can make it available for anyone who uses the model. We need to take the model, copy it, and rename the copy to something so we don't confuse it. And then hollow that model. Something like 0.5 millimeters works well. Draw the shapes on you want to use with your fuzzy skin. Extrude them deep enough to go beyond the shell, and then pattern them if you like. We can then intersect them with the hollow model and then turn on our original model and subtract the new shapes from the original, making sure to keep the extra shapes as well. Now for this to work in Fusion, we just need to create some components from each of the parts. That's just the way that Fusion works. We can combine them then within a single component. This allows us to export them all as one file. And that makes it super easy when we bring it into any slicer. I have the fuzzy skin, slice, and we have this really effective way of getting that texture. It's a really cool look. And of course, we have that complete design flexibility. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, make sure that you like and subscribe. It really helps to support this channel and help me to make more content like this. If you have ideas for future videos as well, make sure that you put them in the comment section below, and they may just end up turning into a video like this. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.